So you've got a guinea pig and you head to the pet store, and you find yourself just staring at this giant wall of colorful bags, totally lost, wondering what you're actually supposed to be buying. Don't worry, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and get right to the good stuff. I mean, it is just a total sensory overload, isn't it? You've got bags with pictures of bright fruits, crunchy looking seeds, all these colorful little bits mixed in, and they're all screaming that they're the best choice for a happy, healthy pet. But here's the secret. What looks the most exciting to us usually isn't what's best for them.
And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. The problem with those fancy fiesta mixes is that they encourage what's called selective feeding. Your piggy, being the smart little creature it is, just picks out all the yummy, sugary, fatty bits and leaves the healthy, boring pellets behind. It's basically the guinea pig version of a kid who only eats the marshmallows out of their breakfast cereal.
So how do we solve this? Well, lucky for us, there's a super simple expert-backed solution. Let's dive into what we're calling the guinea pig food pyramid. Seriously, think of this as your new best friend for cavi nutrition. This chart really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? According to the real experts, places like Oxbow Animal Health and the Royal Veterinary College, a guinea pig's perfect diet is actually pretty straightforward. A massive 70% of it should be grass hay. Then you've got pellets, some fresh greens, and just that tiny, tiny little sliver for treats. So let's break down what each of those really means. Let's start with the foundation of the whole pyramid, the absolute most important part of their diet. It's unlimited, fresh grass hay. All day, every day. See, their little digestive systems are built to constantly process high-fiber food just to stay healthy. But that's not the only reason it's so critical. A guinea pig's teeth never, ever stop growing. Chewing on all that coarse hay works like natural sandpaper, grinding those teeth down and keeping them at a perfect, healthy length. Okay, so once we've got a mountain of hay ready, let's move up to the next layer of that pyramid, the pellets. This is where all the confusion in that pet store aisle really comes from. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet for buying pellets. What you're looking for, the green flags, are plain, boring, uniform pellets. For adult pigs, they should be made from Timothy hay and be fortified with stabilized vitamin C. Now the red flags, that's all the colorful stuff. The mixes with seeds, nuts, and dry fruit. You also want to avoid alfalfa-based pellets for adults because they're just too high in calcium. And definitely steer clear of any with nasty chemical preservatives like BHA, BHT, or ethoxyquin. And if you're standing there thinking, okay, just tell me what brand to buy, here are a few that vets and experienced owners really trust. Brands like Oxbow, Clean Mama's Hayloft, and Sherwood consistently get top marks. They tick all those green flag boxes we just talked about, plain, Timothy-based, and properly fortified. So here's the main takeaway, and it might sound a little weird. The very best food for your guinea pig often looks the most boring. A simple bag of plain green or brown pellets is exactly what you're looking for. It means your piggy is getting balanced nutrition in every single bite, not just the sugary ones. All right, let's talk about the fresh, crunchy, vibrant part of their diet. Veggies aren't just a side dish or a treat. They are absolutely essential for one very, very important nutrient, vitamin C. And here's why it's such a big deal. Guinea pigs are a lot like us, and maybe like some old-timey sailors on a long sea voyage. If they don't get enough vitamin C from their food, they can actually get a disease called scurvy. Their bodies just can't produce vitamin C on their own, so they have to get it from their diet every single day. So what's the magic number? Well, your average guinea pig needs somewhere between 15 and 25 milligrams of vitamin C every single day. And while a good quality pellet is fortified with it, the absolute best and most reliable source is fresh vegetables. Bell peppers are the absolute superstar here. Red, yellow, green, any color will do. They're packed with vitamin C and are a perfect daily veggie. Leafy greens like parsley and romaine lettuce are also fantastic choices. Now, you do want to feed veggies like broccoli and kale in moderation, just because they can sometimes cause a bit of gas or are a little high in calcium. Okay, this brings us to a huge, really common question. You see those little bottles of vitamin C drops for their water bottle for sale, and you think, hey, that's an easy way to make sure they're getting enough, but should you actually be using them? The answer from every expert out there is a big, loud, resounding no. Never. Here's why. Vitamin C is super unstable. The second you put in water and expose it to light, it starts breaking down and becomes totally useless really fast. Not only that, but some piggies don't like the taste, so they might actually drink less water, which is a whole other problem. So yeah, just stick to the fresh veggies. It's truly the only reliable way. Okay, we've covered the big yes list.
Now it's time for the equally important, oh my gosh, never feed them this list. Let's do a quick fire round of things to absolutely avoid.
First up, avocado. As much as we might love it, every part of the avocado contains something called persin. It's really toxic to guinea pigs and can cause some serious heart damage, so no guacamole for the piggies. Next, anything in the onion family. We're talking onions, garlic, leeks, chives, the whole group. These can actually cause a really dangerous condition where their red blood cells are destroyed. And this one's probably no surprise, but chocolate is a huge no. Just like for dogs, the compounds in chocolate, the theobromine and caffeine, are highly toxic and can even be fatal for guinea pigs. And here's a few other big ones to avoid. Guinea pigs are strict herbivores, so any meat, dairy, or eggs are completely out. Seeds, nuts, and peanut butter are major choking hazards and way too fatty. Raw potatoes can be toxic, same with rhubarb, and a really important one, never, ever feed them rabbit food. I know it looks similar, but it's completely missing that essential vitamin C that they absolutely need to survive.
Whew, okay, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's pull it all together into one simple, easy-to-remember checklist that will take you from being confused in the pet food aisle to feeling totally confident in your own kitchen.
Here it is, your 4-step plan to guinea pig diet success. Number 1, foundation first. Unlimited hay all the time. Number 2, pick plain pellets, just a small, measured amount every day. Number 3, vital veggies daily. About 1 cup of fresh, vitamin C-packed greens is perfect. And finally, number 4, know the no's. Just keep that toxic food list in your head. That's it. It's really that simple. And honestly, that's what it all comes down to. When you follow these simple, expert-approved guidelines, you're not just guessing anymore. You now have the knowledge to give your little furry friend a diet that will help them live the longest, healthiest, and happiest life they possibly can. So, now I've got a question for you. Armed with all this new info, what's the first healthy change you're going to make for your piggy's dinner tonight? Maybe it's finally swapping out that colorful mix for some nice plain pellets, or maybe it's just adding a fresh slice of bell pepper to their bowl. Whatever it is, you're now totally ready to make the best choice.